we start off where we ended last time. Right, Deku and Aizawa and Nezu are talking. Then an alarm goes off and Deku says, "Before you panic, it's just the Reparatorium. The portal's a little glitchy, I haven't got to fixing it lately. Well, there's going to be a couple demons coming through. So, Eraser and Deku and Mirko go and kill some demons. Then, when they get back, Deku asks Nezu, what the hell were we talking about again? Nezu says, oh yeah, about you joining UA. Then, Deku says, oh yeah. Nezu then says, well, we could give you a uniform, but with how much demons you kill, yeah, it might get a little messy, so just wear some sensible clothes, Nezu says. Tomorrow you can join 1A. Eraser will probably test you to see how strong you are. Then we skip to the next day, with Deku currently chilling in his armory working on some things. Then Vega's voice comes over the intercom. Sir, you need to get ready for your first day of UA. Then Deku says, yeah Vega, just get ready to leave the portal. Deku then heads to his room and gets ready. Then we head to UA, where Class 1A is excited and nervous about who the new student is. Everyone looks around for Aizawa. Then Aizawa walks in saying, sit down, in his most tired voice ever. Then he says, we'll be having a new student, as you all know from somehow. Anyway, the new student will be here any minute. Then Deku walks in just a regular outfit that he found in the back of his wardrobe. He says, my name is Izuku Midoriya, but you can just call me Deku. Then he goes to just sit down. Everybody's shocked the fact that he's just so quick and simple. And Aizawa says he likes to get to the point with everything. Anyway, today it'll be a free day for you, but we'll be seeing what he's capable of. If you want to watch, you can. If not, go and study or whatever. So they all go outside to a random training ground, where Deku then absolutely demolishes all the things. But then last is the ball throw. All of them are still shocked of how powerful this kid is. Then he throws the ball around. Know how strong Doomslayer is. He throws it into outer space. Everybody's jaw hits the floor. Then all the girls are whispering about something. Deku can hear little bits of it, but he doesn't pay any bother to it. Then Eraser gets a notification on his phone for Deku to go to the principal's office. Eraser tells Deku to go there. Then Deku goes to the principal's office. He says, yo Nezu, what's up? Nezu says, I forgot to mention, I'm also giving you access to the support course for weapons and that upgrades. Deku says, oh thanks. I was doing with what I could find, but oh well. Anything else, or is that it? From what I can tell, that's it. Then Deku goes to the support course. An explosion happens, and on pure instinct, he equips his suit. May tries to apologise for explosion, but before she does, she rugby tackles him to have a look at his Doom suit. And well, let's just say he kind of still not good with girls. So he's just a blushing mess underneath the suit. But then after 5 minutes, May finally gets off the Doomslayer and he says, I'm Izuku Midoriya, while turning around and taking off his suit. Then Deku asks, so what exploded? And May said, just one of my inventions. What are you trying to make? I was trying to make a jetpack, May says shyly. But then Deku says, I have no idea how to work a jetpack, but I do have something bigger, if you want to see it. May, getting all giddy, asks, yeah, sure, I want to see it. And then he pulls out the BFG and says, this little thing I call the BFG stands for Big Fucking Gun. May's eyes widen, and before she goes to pull the trigger, he literally takes it off and says, you can't shoot it in here unless you want to blow everything up. But this is only a smaller version of the actual BFG. This one's more like the stabilizer that shoots the power thing. Let's just say the big one is bigger than what your small mind could manage. I'll show you it. As he says that, he pulls out his phone and he shows her the BFG 10,000. Her eyes are wide, almost falling out of her face. He a little bit laughs, and then Deku asks, hey, after school, do you want to come and see the rest of the stuff I've got? She nods frantically, and then Deku says, well, I gotta get back to class, I'll see you later. She says, yeah. So, in class, Mina and Jiro walk up to Deku and ask, yo, Deku, right? Deku says, yeah, why? Quick question. Mina asks, what do you do in your free time? Deku says, usually kill a bunch of demons or whatnot. They ask, so what? What are you like, Monster Hunter? Actually, I'm like the Doomslayer. Really? Damn. Must be tough. Trust me. You don't know the half of it. Then, Mineta walks there to see if we can try and talk to the girls. But then Deku pulls out his trusty double-barrel shotgun and points at Mineta and says, if you say anything inappropriate, I'll blow your head off. He says, never mind, and walks away. Both girls are shocked and they say thank you, he's been doing our head in. Deku says, no problem, I kinda don't like perverts. And then Momo comes along and asks, quick question, why is Mineta crying in the corner? And then Jiro says, oh, that's because of Deku here. He sort of scared him away with a double-barrel shotgun. Momo says, I thought they're not allowed in school. Yeah, I'm an exception. Anyway, what do you want to talk to? What do you want to know about? Then Momo asks, what are you doing? Because we all want to do a party this weekend. If you want, we could throw it at my place. Momo says, really? Do you think your place is bigger than mine? It might not be bigger, but it's more unique in a way. They all say, sure, why not? Come over after school, everything will be ready by then. They all say, sure. We'll meet at the school gate at, let's say, 5 o'clock. Yeah. Also, I'm inviting somebody from the sport course, if that's alright. They all say, yeah, sure, why not? Let's skip to when everybody's at the front of UA. Right, everybody's like, alright, Deku, how are we going to get to your house? Then Deku says, right, it might seem weird, but, yeah, I'll just need this, and just need a sec. Then he calls up, he tells Vega, open the portal, everyone's eyes widen, and Vega says, sir, I believe your friends are scared. Yeah. Anyway, you like coming? Where would that take us? Oh, that would take us to my house. Or the Fortress of Doom. You'll say, okay. Then we go to the Fortress of Doom. Everybody's looking around the place in surprise at the fact that Deku has a literal space castle. The only one who ain't confused is Bakugo since he's seen it before. But everyone else is just jaw dropped. Then we see Mina and Jiro and Momo asks Deku how expensive was this place. Deku just said, I kinda got it for free from killing a bunch of demons that were sort of taking this place over. They say, what? I'm the literal Doomslayer. Do you think a couple of demons won't be nothing to me? May's like, oh yeah, I seen your armor. Anyway, where's that big version of that BFG? May asks. Deku's like, I will show you it, but you're not pulling the trigger. Trust me on that. If you pull the trigger, let's just say the planet's gonna go boom. Anyway, that's when Deku puts the BFG on screen. Everybody's eyes are wide. And Bakugo says, okay, I've heard of a big gun, but that thing's giant. What the hell have you blown up with that thing, a planet? Deku says, actually I once blew a hole into Mars. Demons were habited in the core, so I paid them a visit with a giant cannon. Anyway, Momo's like, okay, if I'm not surprised now, I'm definitely surprised now. How big is that thing? It is, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to what I have. I just pay attention to what it can do. And then May tries to grab the screen, saying, I want it, I want it, I want it. Deku says, no, I'm not giving the literal person who could make anything explode a cannon that can turn a planet into sawdust. Anyway, then Bakugo asks, oi, Deku, what the hell's the name of that thing? Oh, it's called the BFG. Everybody goes, Momo says, BFG? Stands for big fucking gun. And that's when Bakugo says, no offense, but that is a fitting name for it. I carry a smaller one around with me. Everybody's eyes widened. No, it can't blow a hole into planets, but I can reduce a skyscraper into rubble. One blast. Everybody's eyes are widened. And that's when Mirko comes out the shower and says, Deku? And then Deku's eyes widen. Oh, Mirko, I forgot you were here. Anyway, who are your friends? Oh, these are 1A. Anyway, what about you? How are you still here? Vega actually gave me the number so I can just call up Apollo whenever. And then Deku thinks, Vega, you idiot. And then Mineta says, no way that the strongest man in 1A has a pro hero as a girlfriend. They both are embarrassed at this, but they just say, and then Mineta says to Mirko, if you have any friends that need a lover, send them my way. And then Deku just pulls out his smaller BFG and says, this is the BFG handheld. Mineta, you better back off before I reduce you to ash. Then Mineta runs away scared. Then everybody goes home and we skip to the next day. When Deku gets a missed call from Dr. Hayden saying, hey, sorry about I said it was 2 weeks. No, it's sort of done now. If you want to come over, Deku then tells Mirko we're going to have to go for a little bit. Mirko asks why. Deku says, old acquaintance of mine has something for me. If you want to come, you can. Then Mirko says, yeah, sure, I don't see why not. Then they both take the portal to the lab where Deku first awoke. Then Dr. Hayden says, Midoriya, who's your rabbit-eared friend? She gets offended by it, but then Deku says, cut the chit-chat, get to the point. Then he says, yeah, straight to the point, like always. Anyway, you remember your old rabbit, right? He says, a little upset voice says, yeah, Daisy, what about her? Then he says, well, with some genetic experimenting and that, managed to bring her back, but she looks a little different, and I might have altered her memories just a little. And then he says, why would you do that? Well, think of it for that time where I stole your giant sword. He says, okay, that makes sense. So, what is it about? Does she look like? Then he says, Daisy, come in here. He's here. Then she rugby tackles him and says, Dad. His eyes widen and Mirko laughs at this. Then he says, alright, is this it? He says, yes. Then Deku asks, okay, I just got one weird question. Why does she look like she's in her teens? And that's when the doctor says, oh, that's because she's currently 13 in body age. Anyway, do you want anything else before we go? Deku asks, and he says, nah, that's it. Oh, but also she's got your battle instincts when it comes to demons. Think of it as something lodged in the memories. Then Deku says, fine, let's go. But then Mirko makes a little joke. That means if you're her dad, that would make me her mum. Deku just stops in his tracks. Then she laughs. Then they both get out of there. Deku just is still confused. Then Vega says, Sir, I've found a thing on TV. Do you want to see it? Then he says, yeah, Vega, just pull it up. Then they see the attack on Hosu City with Nomus, demons, and heroes fighting each other. He's like, a three-way fight, huh? Should be interesting for Daisy's first demon hunt. Vega open a portal to Hosu. When they get there, they literally see demons and heroes fighting each other. And then one of them says, well, Endeavor says, Endeavor actually shouts, Shoto! Then Deku tells Mirko and Daisy to take care of the demons. He's going to look for the other two. Then he sees Stain hovering over Todoroki and Ida. And he says, Oi! Who are you? And then Stain says, who am I? I'm the hero killer. Who the hell are you? Oh, you could just call me Deku, or the Doomslayer. He says, no offense, but the Doomslayer ain't just some kid. You're right. Allow me to reintroduce myself. As he says that, he equips his armor. I am the Doomslayer. Then he pulls out his double-barrel shotgun and shoots Stain in the head. Then he says, are you two alright? They both say, yeah, but you just killed somebody. Deku says, yeah, I kill demons all the time anyway. Then he runs to help Mirko and Daisy kill the Nomus and demons. They're both tired because of how many demons and that they are. So he says, everybody get behind him. Then he pulls out a minigun and starts laying into them. And then Mirko says, watch out. And then he gets flung into the wall by a Nomu. One of the Nomus roar at him. Then he pulls out his BFG, jumps at it, shoves the BFG in the thing's mouth, and pulls the trigger. Everybody's eyes are widening for how brutal he is. Then he gets swarmed by news reporters asking who is he, and then he just says, oh, I'm the Doomslayer. Then one of the news reporters say, here we are everybody, the mythical Doomslayer has saved the day. He just sighs and walks away with Mirko and Daisy. They're both. Everyone else is like, okay, I know that's Mirko, but who's the other person? Then Deku tells Daisy, go and have a look at your room. Daisy says alright. Then Deku and Mirko are in the room talking. Deku asks Mirko, were you joking when you said you wanted to be a mom, or do you want to? Daisy is literally in the hallway listening to this, and Mirko says, if you want, I don't mind. Then the two of them just agree, and Deku kiss Mirko on the cheek. Then Daisy goes to check out a room.
Hello, Wolf Clan. This is Wolf What If. That was part 2 of What If Deku was the Doomslayer. Now, if you want part 3, one like and I'll do it. In the meantime, I'll be doing other What Ifs. Wolf Clan out.